Alright, hello again. Doing another mod video. This one's going to be a little more artsy than the last one. I'm making a US flag Millwood cape. The Millwood cape, of course, is part of the Millwood Knight armor mod, and I actually have a previous video where I kind of go over using this mod. I'll link that in the description. I also have kind of a playlist going of the different mods that I do in Dark Souls 3. And there's also going to be a link to the mod. I actually uploaded this one on Nexus, so anyone can use this template that I made. And what you're going to do first is you're just going to download it and extract it, and it should give you a folder. And generally, I will just rename it whatever I'm working on at the moment. So I'll call this US Flag Millwood Cape Mod. Keep things nice and organized. And when you open this, it's just going to give you a file or a folder named this. And then you go into it. Eventually, you'll get to a TPF file or folder, and that's what you want. And these two are the only DDS files that you're really going to want to modify. And basically this one is the cape and a lot of the tatters that go with it. And this one is the chest piece and the skirt section. And all the template is really equipped to do is let you modify those parts of it. I'm also going to modify the torso. So this should be pretty cool. And I've also got a couple of United States flag images from public domain. And as always, I've backed up my current Millwood cape design so that I'm not going to mess it up. And without further ado, let's see here. Let's start with the cape. I think that should be one of the easier things to do. So as you can see, the mod that I've made is really just a template, and it's just kind of showing you like where the where the parts of the cape are. Now, if you're not too familiar with the cape and its texture, then it might not really be obvious. But basically, this is the main cape, right? And I think this is the what would you call it? It's like a cowl, the part that goes around your neck. That is typically kind of a fur. There's some tassels that generally go on the ends of the cape down here. And then there's various little pieces here. And really, you know, we're not going to be overly precise with this. We're just going to kind of add some cape images and see how it goes. It's been a little while since I've used Photopia, so let's okay. So it does just add this as a separate layer. That's good. So we're going to put this on the bottom layer. And it's actually not super helpful that that my template is in red. Actually, I'm going to need to change that. Yeah, actually, pro tip, if you're using this mod and you use, like you're using an image that has red in it, you're going to need to change the color to be something not red. I think in this case we might go with black. And let me see. We're going to need to make a selection. What you're going to want to do is go to the select option, and then you're going to choose color range and use the eyedropper and select red. And it seems to be working just fine. Okay, so it has selected all of the red in here. And all we're going to do is we're going to fill it with a different color. So we're going to have to choose a different color. You know, actually green might work. There's not going to be any green on this armor. So we're just going to use green. And we're going to do fill right here. And there we go. And yeah, so that's how you'll do that. You'll need to experiment a little bit with this yourself, depending on your project. So basically what I'm going to do here is for the cape portion of this, I want kind of I want it oriented kind of like this. You see? You know, kind of a typical US flag as a cape kind of thing. So we're going to expand this. Oh, that's quite big. That should be fine. And we're going to move this level to the back. We're going to move it behind our template, and now we'll be able to see kind of what this might look like. And I think that's probably fine the way that is. Let's zoom out a little bit. Projects like this, you know, you're kind of playing it by ear. So if you want something done differently, and that's kind of your prerogative. Oh, you know what? We'll make this that. There we go. Okay, I think this could be cool. Wonder if we can see about distort. Maybe that'll be... Okay, yeah, that's perfect, actually. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to be able to angle this so that, kind of it'll kind of fit with the shape of the cape, you know? Hmm. And it's kind of fighting me here. Let me try and zoom in a bit. A little close. Okay. And yeah, sometimes Photopia is a little weird. I don't know. Try distort again. Okay, working again. You can kind of think of editing this template as something like a collage. So you're going to place some objects over others, and that's fine. Really, right now, what we're concerned with is this portion of the cape, and this image is where we want it, right? And so now, what we need to think about is what do we want, like, in this section? And I'm thinking I want the white stars on blue there. We're going to add the same flag back into the image, and we'll be able to modify this one separately. And I'm just going to, we're not going to distort this one, we're just going to kind of place it here, make it a bit larger so that it fills in this space. And we're actually going to move this one behind the other flag, because we kind of want this one to have some priority. You know, actually, let's flip this one. Can I flip it? rotate 180 degrees, and then yeah, we'll put it up like that. I need to make it a little bigger again. Sometimes Photopia will kind of fight you on some of these things, so or really any photo editing software probably, but the thing to do is to just try and be patient and not wig out too much. That's looking pretty good, and let's see. I'm thinking these sections could probably just be all white. That would be fine. I don't want to get too finicky there. And then this section... You know what? I've got a much simpler solution for this. We're gonna zoom out. We're just gonna make this this flag really, really big. Just way over the top big, and we're going to allow the blue and white stars to kind of fill in this whole thing. Program is not liking that. Fine. There we go. And we'll put that in the background. I know it looks kind of goofy at the moment, but that's honestly fine. What matters is how it ends up looking in game. I think this is probably going to look fine. Question is how to finish this. I'm just going to move this guy down slightly. And I think I'm going to fill in this section with kind of another flag. This is how I do a lot of my textures, by the way, just kind of piling them on top of each other. If I see something that I don't necessarily want in a certain place, then I will just add a bit more. Okay. And really, when we're done, this should all kind of just look like a mishmash of red, white, and blue all over the place. It shouldn't be overly garish at all. Alright, you know, I think this is good enough to kind of print it out and see how it looks. So let's try that. So it goes slightly. So that color, that filler color, the green that was red that we have there, you actually have to remove that. So I'm going to do that in a second. This is actually looking okay. Looking alright. Yeah, I actually kind of like this. So, also, parts of this are transparent right now because the other template image is still, like, transparent. So, That's what's going on there. But yeah, yeah. One sec. All right, so here we are again, and here's the part that I forgot to do, but you actually have to do for this to work properly. You go and select all of your levels, and then right-click, and we are going to merge layers. Okay, now they're all on the same layer, and basically it's like a sandwich, and we've kind of squished them together and removed all of the extra imagery. And now we're going to do that same thing we did earlier, where we select by color range. And it looks like that did it automatically. Okay, so it selected all the green, and we're going to just hit delete. And there we go. So that's gotten rid of all of that unnecessary stuff. And I think that's looking pretty good. So what we do is we export this as a DDS, like so. And then we are going to go ahead and navigate through this. So if you've already combined these, you'll have to use Yapper again to decompress them. And it'll give you a folder instead of just a normal TPF file. And here's the one with the green, and now we're going to replace that with the one with transparency. Oh, and since it's gone ahead and saved it with an additional number in it, that's just because there's kind of a duplicate. So what we're going to do is delete this one, and then we're going to rename this so that it doesn't have that parentheses, one parentheses in it. And that should work fine. Alrighty. Let's just go ahead and start working on the armor section, I think. So all we're doing here is giving a color to the skirt section of the armor. And I'm thinking I might use that other flag image that I got and see how that looks. Yeah, here, let's it's kind of a wood pattern. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but let's just give it kind of give it a try. Gonna bring it down and then yeah, let's see how this looks. Oh, and again, we need to change this color so that it's green. So let's go ahead and select color range. And again, you're going to need to use the eyedropper to select the red color, and that way the program will know what color to look for. And now we're going to do fill. And there we go, it's green again. Cool. We're going to turn this layer back on. We will merge these. And then we are going to make a selection, again, based on color range. And we need to select the green. And then again, we're just going to delete that. And same kind of process as before. We're just going to export this as a DDS file. and replace the existing one in our program. Then we're going to go out here. We're going to use Yabber to turn this folder into a TPF file. We're going to delete that folder. Then we're going to use, we can just delete this one because we're about to replace it. And we can use Yabber to turn this into a DCX file. And alright, now we're almost there. We just need to drop this into our game folder. Right, and again, I recommend that you use Mod Engine. It's a good mod. You can get it on Nexus. It's very handy for swapping out part files like this. So we're going to drop that in here and replace it. And then I'm going to start up DS3 and we're going to see how this thing looks. Okay, so here it is. Needless to say, I'm really pleased with the cape. I think it looks awesome. Like it's very bright. It's a very pretty, stylized cape. I think I like how the stripes flow, and also I think that distorting that flag so that it kind of fits the shape of the cape was definitely the right call. And I like how the shoulder came out. I really like how the section around the neck looks. I think that's awesome. Yeah, I like this. I don't care for how the skirt looks. I'm actually going to try switching it with the other flag. That does mean that this will all have been made with one flag image, just kind of flipped around constantly. But yeah, I'm going to see how that one looks, and be right back. Okay, so I switched it out, and this is looking pretty good, in my opinion. Just in my opinion. I definitely like it. I'm actually working on making a version of this for Grim, aka the Grim Sleeper on Twitch. So maybe I'll show that at the end of this video, I don't know. But yeah, this is the US flag, Millwood Cape, and it's looking pretty fine. Anyway, feel free to ask me any questions about modding down below, or if you want to join my Discord, there's going to be a link in the description. I don't know, I was just feeling kind of texture mod happy today. I might start doing some, like, 3D model mods. I'm thinking about adding the Silver Knight horns to the Ferrum Knight helm, this guy. And, I don't know, that could be kind of fun. Anyway, peace out, guys.